FunReviews here, and Destiny the Taken King is out in stores, so I'm going to review it again. Now, before I start, spoilers for Destiny, Destiny the Dark Below, the House of Wolves, and the Taken King. So I'm going to talk about the story in a lot more depth this time, so let the review begin. Alright, the story begins with a group of travellers discovering the Traveller on Mars, an ancient creature whose origins are unknown. But he comes to Earth and makes miracles happen. 300-year human lifespans, faster than light travels, and colonising the various planets in our solar system. But shortly after, aliens named the Fallen in service of the darkness come and destroy most of what we've worked so hard to build, leaving one remaining city, the Tower, the last hope for humanity. But the main story involves you, your pre-created character, pushing back against the darkness and the mysterious robotic Vex. That's the story. Now, let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is where Destiny shines, but the loot. Oh my god, the loot. This gets me so angry, I'm going to do a rant on it. Now, you know I've never done a rant before, but I'm going to do it just to express my anger at this game's loot system. The loot system runs on a completely random number generator, meaning you could go into a mission expecting one thing, but come out with the worst item in the game, which drives me insane. How random and unpolished the loot system is. It makes players that have been playing for the longest time weak as hell, but players that have just started the game, the most OP players in the game. It is ridiculously unbalanced, and I can't stand the thing. So, alright, now that I've expressed my anger, let's get back to the main gameplay. The gameplay is a first-person shooter with some RPG elements in it, but this is where the game shines. It has class systems, 3 to be precise: Titan, Warlock, and Hunter, each with varying moves and abilities. But it is so satisfying. I primarily play as the Warlock, but I have started a Titan save file. But that's all for the gameplay. Now to the present. The presentation is amazing, with enemy character models looking so clean and polished. I can easily tell which ones are basic drones, high commands, captains, and main bosses. The way they are designed makes you tell which planet these guys come from and help you distinguish the Fallen and the Vex, which is a key point because each enemy has different weak points. For example, the Fallen work as humans. You shoot them in the head, they do massive damage. But with the Vex, if you shoot them in their heads off, it makes them angrier and they shoot rapid fire. So you have to shoot for the stomach area. But the game looks absolutely stunning on PS4 with smooth frame rates and strong abilities all throughout using the PS4's high graphics. Now let's talk about the final level. So you've made it this far. You've conquered all 4 planets in our solar system: Earth, the Moon, Venus, and Mars. It's time to take on the Black Garden. Now this level is easily the hardest in the game, with Vex flying at you from all sides. You've got Cyclops enemies, you've got Hydras, you've got Goblins and Hobgoblins and Minotaurs flying at you from all sides. It is the sheer amount of overwhelming numbers is enough to make you die a lot. I died a grand total of 10 times whilst playing through this final level, which got me incredibly frustrated because of how cheap the victories were. But when you get to that final level, all bets are off. This game gets intense fast, with the music hyping this level up to be the best in the game. And frankly, this is the best you're going to get in this game. The Black Heart itself does not do very much. It just sits there being all goopy and mysterious. Thus, it sends several minions, including goblins, harpies, and hobgoblins, to face you in battle. But once you've defeated those, you have to face 3 gigantic boss-level enemies that represents the 3 areas of the Black Heart's soul. With this, that is when this game gets hard. Because the one shot from them, if you're under level, is enough to kill you in a nanosecond. So, the strategy I recommend, get behind cover, wait for them to need to reload, then get as many headshots as you can. Because these Vex do not have a core. You shoot their heads to do massive damage. If you don't, you will die a lot, and there is no respawn in the Black Garden. You enter the Black Garden, respawn is restricted, meaning if you die, you've got to start the boss fight all over again. So, now, let's talk about the DLC, The Dark Below, House of Wolves, and The Taken King. At the time of making this review, I have not finished The Taken King, but I do know what the story is about. So, I will not be going in depth into the DLC packs. The Dark Below features your character travelling from old Russia to the moon to face off against an ancient and powerful fallen serving as the son of the Taken King. With this, you face several parts of his soul before entering the hive beneath the moon to face the actual fallen soul, which is what the Black Garden fight should have been. Now, the House of Wolves. The House of Wolves involves you facing off against a captain-like fallen as he's trying to reunite all of the fallen houses, which are the groups of fallen, and the Taken King. The Taken King, after you've completed the Dark Below, has been in hibernation for about, I don't know how many years, probably centuries. But when he hears that his son has been murdered, he wakes up to finish you off. Now, what do I think of Destiny The Taken King, the Legendary Edition? And what do I think of Destiny? I think the younger me was a bit too harsh on the game to begin with. I think the 4 out of 10 was completely unjustified. Playing the game again with all the DLC gives me a much more complete and satisfying story. So, with that in mind, I give Destiny The Taken King, the Legendary Edition, my final rating of Finish It. Now, for this part of Season 1 onwards, I'll be using a Finish It, new rating system. I've ditched the number system. I'm now going to be using a system. Finish It amounts to, it's a good game, you should get it and play it. Look at it means you should get it if you're interested in that kind of game. Get rid of it is basically the lowest rating I can give a game. But with this, I'll be much more lenient. As the series goes on and I come up with new ratings, I will add those in and describe what they are. But currently, this game gets my rating of look at it. Look at it means get it if you're into that sort of thing. So, I'll see you guys on the next Fun Reviews.